What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and today we're going to review the latest episode of Samurai Jack. This is the third episode of Season 5, so we're almost halfway there. I am joined, of course, by Haley.
Hey, everybody.
So, again, as we actually missed last week's episode, but we're just going to be talking about this episode.
Yeah.
I want to get your initial thoughts, Haley, since you did not actually watch the original series, how you're liking the show so far.
Okay, first off, I'm a little bit sick, or I sound sick, so my voice is a little bad, but I'll try my best to.
She lying.
So I actually did go back and watch like the first 2.5, I think, episodes of Samurai Jack.
Oh, cool.
So I do have a little bit of foundation of what's going on now, compared to like a week ago or two.
Yeah.
But as for this episode, I'm like, wow, this is not for kids.
No, not anymore.
I don't think I should be watching this. I'm an adult, but like,
yeah, Haley's too
I felt
innocent.
like this is usually beyond what I would be okay with watching. I was like, this is wow.
So were you jarred by the action?
Jarred.
Yeah.
When like somebody got stabbed, I was like, what just happened?
Yeah. Haley's too sweet and innocent for this type of violence.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't expecting it for that much. Like, I know it happened a little bit last episode.
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
Just ramped it up, I'd say.
Yeah, it's definitely very it's surreal seeing Samurai Jack get so bloody and violent and like realistically violent, even though it is still stylized, so it's not super realistic, but it is still pretty brutal. I remember watching it in the theater, like every time. Like the first time Jack slits that girl's throat, the whole crowd was like, "Oh no!"
Right?
Because it was just so like out of it's like very. It shakes you up when you're used to seeing him cut robots and stuff. So that when he finally decided in this episode, as we saw, to just go for it and start killing the daughters of Aku, he's just stabbing them with not a second thought. Every time that impact happens, you feel it. Which I thought was very, very smart, especially to start off the first episode, like with no human characters, like no killing or anything like that. It was just a robot to just kind of give him that last hurrah, I guess. And
good point.
Yeah, and then just it kind of goes way darker. Pretty much immediately. But yeah, this episode was really, really great. I thought it was just as good as the last one. The fight sequences are so well done, so well choreographed. Like, I can't even begin to explain how much they ramped up the action for this season. Like, I feel like they really found their footing. They kind of like took the gratuitous action moments of the original Samurai Jack and perfected it. I feel like polished it. Now, Haley, you said that you watched the first few episodes. Did you get to the part where he's fighting all the robots in season 1?
I don't remember what I saw exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Like, especially that moment, granted that was meant as a full movie, but the first 3 episodes of the entire series, like, there's a really long fight with Jack just fighting all of these beetle robots, and it's like super gratuitous, and it's like really cool. It's gratuitous on purpose, but I feel like they kind of had an idea there that is more well executed now. I feel like everyone on the team, the writers, storyboarders, Gandhi, like everyone is more polished and more experienced, and they know how to convey this type of long-winded action even better, and to really build the tension. And I really liked how they used the snow in this episode, because the whole series is very much based on, as Gandhi stated in the Samurai Jack event, on the contrast of black and white. And this fight scene actually reminded me of a previous episode called, I think, Samurai versus Ninja, where there was a ninja, and I can't even explain it. It was just so cool. Like, it was like the sun was setting, and they were in this like warehouse type place, and there was just like black and white. So
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so like Jack was like in all white clothes, Ninja was all in black clothes, so they would just kind of blend in with their environments. And it was really cool, and it was a similar type of situation with the snow. Like, it was just like all white, completely white, no details, but like you could still like see where there was a tree, if that makes sense. Like, there was one point where the daughters of Aku were like walking, but the tree was there, but it was just everything was white. So I really love that stylization. The blood, actually, I don't want to scare you, Haley, but I thought the blood was really cool, like in HD and like with the stylization of Samurai Jack. It like really felt like an art piece almost.
Yeah, the whole just they do so. It's more of actions than words in this series, and you can really see that, and the art style really helps that.
Yeah, and they convey that really well. But yeah, Jack is like super dead, floating down the river, and of course the Daughters of Aku track his blood as he goes into the cave. And we actually see the wolf from the previous episode come into play, which initially when I was watching, that voice crack. Initially when I was watching the movie, I didn't think the wolf was going to come into play like that. I thought it was just more so symbolism for Jack, which it still was, but it was cool to see that kind of come together. And have a nice, warm, touching moment amidst all this violence and bad things. Really funny moments was when the deers showed up.
Yeah, I like that. I was like, we get to see more of the daughters, like how they think and stuff.
Yeah.
And how they don't know anything about the outside world, pretty much. Mm-hmm. They thought it was dangerous, or those deer, or
they thought it was one of Aku. The buck was one of Aku's minions because of the antlers.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was really funny. I actually to get a little slightly inappropriate, when we watched it in theaters, I thought something totally different was going to happen with those deers since it is Adult Swim.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought it was a really great episode, and to see Jack's inner dialogue with himself again, and see his former self getting more distorted and creepy, was kind of disturbing. But yes, he's kind of dealing with the fact that he killed his first human being, the first person that's all flesh and blood. After 50 years of killing only robots, that's got to really shake you up.
That is very true.
Yeah, and we get some really dark thoughts from Jack once again, and it was really interesting to see that he kind of decided to just go with it pretty much immediately. I thought there might be a little more of a conflict, but that it definitely made sense. I actually have a theory video that kind of explains how that transition happened and why he decided to kind of just go that route really quickly and not even really think about it too much more after that initial dialogue in himself. But yeah, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I think it does make sense internally from a writing standpoint as to why he would do that so quickly. And yeah, we see Jack and Ashi fall down the tree. That moment was so great when she was like, "You will die, you are scum of the earth," and Jack is just like, yeah. That was great. And there was thunderous applause in the theater when he dropped her from the chain,
right?
But yeah, and then he fell himself.
Yeah, so what's up with that? Is he, obviously he doesn't die, but
yeah, he's dead. That's it. The end.
Oh, really dark. Okay.
But yeah, that next episode actually is going to be about Jack and an assassin trying to escape the belly of a monster. So that assassin, most likely, would make most sense, would be Ashi, I would assume. Yep. Since they both fell from the same height, assuming they didn't get impaled by one of those trees.
That's what I was like. Are they okay? Yeah,
I'm sure the other ones are probably not fine. Maybe some of them are. But yeah, it looks like him and Ashi are going to be in a side of monster who basically swallows them whole, and they have to escape and probably work together, which could lead to definitely some interesting character development there for sure.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, that should be really cool. Again, we have a whole theory on it that I'm going to release tomorrow about Ashi and the relationship she might have with Jack and how it all kind of connects together. So be on the lookout for that. But any other final thoughts, Haley?
No, I thought this was a great episode. Yeah, it's nice seeing those Daughters of Aku. That was probably my favorite part. We're going to see them more, most likely.
Some of them.
Yeah, right? Not all of them.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really great villains. Like I said, the fight sequences in this season are just so breathtaking and amazing, brilliant. Yeah, I'm really excited because now everyone's caught up to where I was from the Samurai Jack live event in LA. So now everything is fresh and new for me. So I'm really excited to see what new things await for the next 7 episodes. But what did you guys think of the episode? Let us know in the comments down below. If you like this review, leave a like. And subscribe for more Samurai Jack and all things cartoons. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Bye, guys.